Good morning, all. Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo Gray. On behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center, Palm Springs, visit us online at urbanyoga.org or at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of what classes are offered each day. Stop by the tip jar to make contributions. And folks following later on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to start in a reclined posture today, constructed rest, also known as active rest. And then we'll tuck you there, come down up to your back, and draw your knees towards your chest. And don't hug your knees, that's usually the next line. Just let your knees float around, letting each leg move independently, letting your femurs move in the hip sockets. And then one at a time, we're just going to let each foot plop down onto the mat. And we want to have our knees leaning in towards each other and reduce any sensation of effort in the legs. You can usually adjust for this by shifting your heels out a little and your toes in. So play with the position of your feet and see how easeful you can make it feel to have both of your feet planted and your knees leaning in towards each other. Maybe it's not completely effortless, but find the position for your feet that makes your legs feel most passive. Then bring your hands to the bottom rib so that your fingers are on your belly and your thumbs are on your rib cage. That bottom rib is going across your palm. Your wrists are long and open, your elbows resting on the floor. Now bring your attention to your breath, letting it slow down and get deeper. This posture gives us a nice amount of grounding contact. And also, as your spine is parallel to the floor, it lets the fluid in your spinal column redistribute more evenly. Your hips and shoulders are opening, but very passive. When you practice on your own, if you do this for 17 minutes, your spine will reach its maximum resting length just by lying in this position. So I use this sometimes as a posture for meditation. I'll set like a 20-minute timer to give me a couple minutes to get situated and then spend 17 minutes in the posture. We won't spend that long today. That'll be nearly a third of our hour together. So we'll just be here a couple minutes. Scan your body, take in whatever sensations are present. Noting in particular anything that doesn't feel so good so that you can keep it in mind during practice. Remembering, as always, that you're welcome to skip or modify any part of this practice. If you wish to set an intention for your own practice today, you can do so now. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. And we'll just slowly and gradually move. Let your knees wiggle just a bit back and forth. Start to move your fingers, your hands. Maybe lift your toes. Maybe you start to move your ankles and your wrists. Turn your head side to side a little. And reach your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Let your legs fall to the left. Turn your head to the right and try to keep your shoulders grounded. Bring everything back up to center. Cross your legs the other way. And twist the other way. Bring it all back to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees into your chest. Now hug your knees. Rock side to side or roll in circles. Full body stretches. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. Exhale, curl up in a ball. Repeat for a few more breaths at your pace. And we'll start to sit up. You can hug your knees and rock back and forth to rock up to a seat, or you can tip onto one side and let your arms do the work of lifting you up. Sit or kneel in a way that's comfortable for you. Let your arms hang loose at your sides, let them disengage. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear, shift it back and let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back, down. Inhale, reach out toward the walls. Exhaling, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, take eagle arms. If you take eagle arms, reach your elbows and your hands up and forward. Inhale, open up. And as you exhale, cross the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Slowly roll your ear towards your shoulder. Look up towards the ceiling. Continuing in circles, or as needed, pausing to rock back and forth over any tight spots. When you finish the next circle, change direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Reach your arms out to the sides, rest your fingertips on the ground, staying long in the spine. Inhale, reach your right arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to your left. Inhale to come upright. As you exhale, bring your right hand to the floor behind you. Bring your left hand to your right leg. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist some more. Inviting your body with each exhale to go further if there seems to be room to do so. Let yourself unwind, come back to center. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, reach to your right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, come into your twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Let yourself unwind, come back to center. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up. Let your head and tailbone come down. Repeat a few more times. And after your next exhale, come back to table. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. With the next inhale, reach your left arm to the side. If you like, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up and reach straight back. If you like, bend your knee, reach back, see about taking the spine, grab your foot or ankle, kick against your hand, lift your knee and chin. Release, lower down. Take a few cow and cat breaths. You come back to your table, reach back and press into the ball of the left foot. On your next inhale, reach your right arm to the side. If you want, on the next inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. And if you want, bend your knee, reach back, see about the 5. Release, lower down, take a few cows and cats. And we'll start to make our way to forward fold. You could use your blocks to ease this transition if you like, stepping the right foot forward and then stepping the left foot up to meet it. You might keep the blocks as support and lean on them, or set them aside. Let your hands hang in the air or drag on the floor. As you sway back and forth, bending one leg, then bending the other. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up, hands overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale out and up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up and reach your palms up. Look up at your hands, lift up your heart. On an inhale, bring yourself upright. As you exhale, bend to the left. Feel for length of both arms. Inhale up through center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, let your arms come down. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's step back to plank. Let your knees down if you prefer a shorter plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms down. I'm going to do some twisting here against the floor. Gripping the floor with your right hand, walk your left hand in towards you, pressing away from the floor. So you come up onto your right hip with the right side of your head, resting on the floor. Now maybe that seems like a lot to do, maybe that's enough. You could just breathe right here. Or you can play with lifting your left leg away from your right, like opening a pair of scissors, and letting the heel drift back. If that feels okay and you want to go further, bend that knee, just let the weight of your leg hang and see what happens. Maybe the foot drifts towards the floor and the hip opens and the lower spine twists a bit. Just let it hang and see where it might want to go. If you want to explore further, you could reach your left hand up towards the ceiling and let your arm rotate back and forth in the socket. Or just bend your arm and bring the back of your hand to that. And we'll come out slowly and gradually like we came in. If you moved your left hand, bring it back to the floor near your face and press into it to stabilize. And if you moved your left leg, lift it, straighten it out, bring it forward, and let it down against the right leg. Walk your left hand back out. So you come back onto your belly, rest on your chin or rest on one cheek for a few breaths. And here's where I turn myself around so I'm not facing away from you when I do it on the other side. You don't have to do that. When you're ready, gripping the floor with your left hand, walk your right hand in, up onto your left hip. And then if you like, raise your right leg, maybe let it drift back, maybe bend the knee. See what happens there. And if you like, you could reach your right arm up, explore rotating or explore that half bind. And take your time. If you move your right hand, bring it back over here by your chin. And if you move your right leg, take your time to lift it, extend it, bring it forward, and lower it. Close the scissors. Walk your right hand back out. And you can back to rest on your belly. Pause for a few breaths, resting on your chin or on one cheek. Bring your hands in under your shoulders. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay for your lower back. Exhaling, rock back onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Press into your feet to lift your knees. Press into your hands and lift your tail, downward facing dog. Walk your dog a bit, pedal your feet up and down. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Rest your fingertips on the floor and step your right foot back. Runner's lunge. Now you can stay with the back knee raised or let the back knee down and curl the back toes. Then we're going to reach arms forward and up. You can be in the slow lunge or be in a higher lunge, whatever's right for your body today. Exhale, sink forward in your hips, lower your arms. Inhale, glide back and raise your arms. Make the movement for the legs as big or small as you want. From the top of the movement here, twist to the right. Reach your right hand back, left hand forward. The left hand can always come to the knee for steadiness. Come through center and twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Throw the back toes under, press into your foot to lift your knee. Step your left foot back to your right. Down dog, just for a couple breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Step your left foot back. Keep the knee raised if you want the higher lunge. Otherwise, let the knee gently down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, sink forward, lower your arms. Inhale, glide back and raise your arms. Just follow your breath. And from the top, twist to the left. Come through center and twist to the right. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Throw the left toes under, press into your foot with your knee. Step your right foot back to your left. Take 3 cleansing breaths in downward facing dog and make your way to child's pose. Vary your child's pose any way you want to. Give your body what it needs. Inhaling, make your way forward and up your table. Take your time. When you're ready, exhale back and up to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, full. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. When grabbing my blocks, we're gonna go through a sequence with straddle folds. And most people use blocks for this, not everyone, but most. So you want the blocks shoulder width apart. I've got mine on the middle height. Maybe you like to have yours on the lower height. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands on the blocks on the floor. Step your right foot back, lunge. Now we're going to pivot 90 degrees to the right and take the blocks with us. So just walk your blocks over to the right. Let your feet pivot. Let your heels point in, your toes point out. Keep some degree of bend in your knees. You could just keep the blocks as they are, tip them to a lower setting, or if it's doable, you can bring your hands to the floor. Let your head hang heavy. Walk your hands further back if you like. If you want, you can turn your hands around so your fingers point back, and maybe keep walking back. And you can do that with or without the blocks. You can reach further back with or without turning your hands. Take your time to walk your hands forward. If you rotated them, rotate them forward again. Keep coming forward. And bring your left hand right below your face. Hand can be on the floor, on the block. Lean into that left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up and look up at your hand. Exhale, bring that hand down. Plant that hand right below your face. Inhale, reach the other arm out and up, look up towards your hand. Exhale to bring your hand down. If you use blocks to get here from runner's lunge, you'll probably use your blocks to get back. Pivot back 90 degrees to the runner's lunge where we started. And we're going to switch sides. You can either step back to down dog or step forward to forward fold. Make your way to the opposite runner's lunge with the left foot back and the right foot forward. And then we're going to walk 90 degrees to the left. Let the feet pivot, let the knees stay soft, let the head hang down. Then decide what you're going to do here, keeping your blocks, changing their position or setting them aside. Walking your hands back, turning your hands around if you like. Take your time to bring your hands forward again. Plant your right hand just under your face. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up. Look up towards your hand. On an exhale, bring the hand down. Plant that hand below your face. Inhale, reach the right arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale, bring it down. Pivot back 90 degrees back to runner's lunge. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your arm. Pausing for a drink of water. And play with a little balancing. Play with tree pose, hands at your heart. Shift your weight from one leg to the other with your feet planted. Bring the weight into your right leg, keep that knee soft. Lift your left knee, open it out to the side, and bring your foot to your leg. Might be kickstand foot, toes on the ground, heel on the ankle. Maybe the sole of your foot on your calf or on your thigh. You can keep pressing your hands to center or let your arms and hands explore other shapes, explore movement. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward, let your foot down, shake things out. When you've had enough shaking, bring your hands back to your heart and shift side to side again. Whenever you're ready, bring the weight into your left leg and raise your right knee. Open out to the side and bring your foot to your leg. Let your arms find whatever expression is calling them. Bring your hands back to the heart if they're elsewhere. Pivot your knee forward and let your foot down and shake things out. And have a seat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhaling, reach up overhead. Exhaling, fold down over your legs. Allow your knees to bend as much as they want to. On the inhale, think of coming forward some more. On the exhale, think of lowering down some more. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs to sit up. Bring the soles of your feet together with your knees pointing out, leaving a big space between your heels and your pelvis. Reach under your ankles if there's room to do so. If not, reach over your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your head drop down, let your neck disengage. Breathe into your back. Walk your hands back, lift your torso, sit upright. Keeping your feet together, bring them in closer. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands. Wiggle on your seat. Shifting the bones in your seat closer to the ground, tilting your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with the spine nice and long. However far that will go when the long spine won't lower anymore. Let your head lower again. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Use your arms to nudge your knees in towards each other. Rest your hands on the floor behind you, out to the sides. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of your mat. Let your knees go over to the right, turn your head to the left. Come back to center, knees to the left, head to the right. A couple more times each way. And bring your feet in hip width apart, come down onto your back and set up for bridge. Heels in, nice and close. If you like, place a block between your knees on the middle position. Pressing into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up to bridge pose. If you want to go deeper, opening your heart, clasp your hands under you, reach your knuckles towards your heels, wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other. If you're clasping your hands, release them. Exhale, slowly lower down. Float up and down at your own pace, inhaling to go up and exhaling to go down. And let's make our way to supported bridge. Pause at the top of that movement. Place a block under your sacrum and come down to rest on your block. And when you're ready to come out of your supported bridge, press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips, remove the block. Exhale, slowly come down and pause. Move your blocks out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll, massaging your back against the floor. And grab your strap. Run it under your feet, hold one end in either hand. Reach your hands and feet up, long legs, long strap, long arms. Stay grounded, make sure your sacrum, shoulder blades, and head are on the floor. Point your toes out. Point your toes down. Let your feet relax. Slide them apart. Slide them back together. Take your left foot out of the strap. Press the back of your left leg against the floor. Reach your right arm to the side. Draw your leg to the left, turn your head to the right. And keep your shoulders grounded, down your sacrum. Will lift away from the floor. Flex your left foot. Pointing the toes back towards the shin. Try to let your breath bring you out. Use the strap to support and guide your leg. Whatever way feels right for you. If it feels like your leg wants to go further, you can help it along. If it feels like you need to disengage, disengage. Bring it all back up to center. Hold the strap in your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip. Let your arm and your leg fall over to the right. Still keeping that left foot flexed back. Nice and gently come back to center. Lift your left leg, step into the strap. Take your right foot out, press your right leg down. Reach your left arm to the side. Draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Bring it all back through center. Switch hands on the strap. Press down on your right hip. Let your limbs fall to the left. Nice and easy, come back up to center. Raise your right leg, draw your knees in, set your strap aside. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or feet and play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. invert for as long as you like, and when you feel complete with that, make your way to Shavasana. Where you might just focus on your breath or reflect on an intention you had for your practice, or just let your mind drift. Start to find some deeper breaths. And invite movement back to your body, bit by bit. Let the movements grow bigger and bigger. Take your time. When you're ready, gently sit up. Bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.